I want to talk about the Baza in Kiganjo. Baza is described as the finance officer in a learning institution. So yes, Kiganjo, there is a Baza, and I could say there was a Baza because a Baza is a finance officer in an institution. Well, people have to appreciate that most of what I talk is within the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, so that we compare with today's. You listen to what I'm saying, then compare it to today. Those days, today, you find somebody with 3 or 4 accounts. But those days, for you to have an account, hey, it was really hard. And you see, if you have an account, me, I have about 5 accounts, 2 of which, let me see, there is one I've spent 3 years without even, but it is still there. And it has not been deleted or anything. Those days when you had an account, as late as 1999, if you had an account and it stayed dormant for some time, they would write a letter to you terminating the account. So kindly understand that I'm an expert in bringing up how life was then, so that you, especially the millennials, can compare with today's life. I want to talk about the bazaar in Kiganjo. We have always believed I went to secondary school from 1 to form 4. There was a bazaar. It was a day school. I went to form 5 and 6. There was a bazaar. Uh, coincidentally, he was a former police inspector. Then he became a bazaar. So when I joined Kiganjo, my mentality was that bazaar is somebody you go and pay fees to. But there are 2 things that happened concerning bazaar that I wanted to share with you. First and foremost, when we joined Kiganjo, we were employed on that day. Our salary, in fact, ask any police officer, when he or she joined the service, they always refer to the first day they entered Kiganjo. Everybody says, I became a police officer from 27th November, Friday, 27th November, 1982. You refer to the day you first entered the college. So when you enter there, you start earning. So one day while we were in a parade tu kama ile ya shule, a letter was read. A parent had written, not to the college commandant, but to the college principal. Said, "Dear sir, stroke madam, I am the father of so and so, and I've been looking for his school fees, and can you allow him to continue studying as I look for school fees, because I do not have money right now. Please be understanding." It was read, but then the college decided not to sack the recruit because he was conning his own father and going back home. You see the implication. So he was concealed and so and so. Kiganjo Baza of Kiganjo, those days, they are still there because Baza's work is to handle finances. Those days, it would reach 20th of every month. That is, we were supposedly broke from 27th November up to 20th December. I'm saying supposedly broke because my father never wanted me to be a police officer. So later on, he accepted. And he gave me money to take care of me during the first month. And I went to a number of relatives, told them, don't you know my father didn't want me to join the police. So I made a plan and I joined, and he doesn't know and he doesn't approve. So several people gave me money for the first month. So that is why I'm saying supposedly. So the first month is if you have money, but we have some who went there where the only thing they had was a bar of washing soap. I mean, there is the toothpaste, soap, whatever, and nothing else, no money. So on 20th December, we went to the CMES, to the mess. It was called CMES. There was a police officer in uniform of the rank of chief inspector, and on the table he spent the whole night. He spent the whole night uh, placing money on the table, and each it was 480, 480, 480, 480, 480. So it was placed there like several cards, and you'd come. So we used to come according to our numbers. I was in squad 1, so you'd go there, halt, salute, say, I'm number 41877, recruit constable James Lando Kwatenge, sir. Then you'd take any of them, because all of them were 480, 480, 480. You'd salute and then sign and go. Salute and then sign and go. There was no time wasting, because any second you imagine we were 120. Now, no, we were 200 and we were recruited, not 120. 120 are the ones who went to GSU. But I'm talking of 300 recruits, because we completed 272. So we were 300 recruits. Now, of the 300, if everyone delayed for a minute more, that is 300 minutes, and that is 5 hours. And you'd salute and be slapped. Hapana, ujasalute vizuri ama ujashout vizuri, then you would take money. So Kiganjo, our Baza, used to, instead of collecting money from us, he used to give us money. And that was the unique thing about him. In other colleges, as I've said, you give money to the Baza informal school fees. And I've also talked about how one of us, his parent wrote a letter saying that he was still looking for school fees. Thank you.